Someone commented on one of my last videos that I've come out of my cryo sleep that I go into every winter. They defrost me every April, so I maintain my youthful good looks. This is such good fat burning cardio for anyone who wants to lose weight. One of the best ways is canoeing, kayaking, because once you're out on the river you've got no choice. It's not like in the gym. Like I find cardio in the gym really boring, running or cycling and not going anywhere, but with canoeing, once you're out, you're out. You can't just decide, oh, I can't be bothered, I'm going home. You know, you've got to put in that effort to get back to the car or the home or whatever you've come from. I'm in an inflatable canoe, clutching the tripod with my feet, so it's going to be a bit wobbly. It's not that sturdy in here for very non-shaky camera work. Been lots of dragonflies and mayflies and things this year, I've noticed, around ponds and rivers I've been down. There's a lot flying around at the minute, but I don't know if the camera's catching any of them. With the glare of the sun, I have no idea what the camera's filming. I can't actually see the screen, so kind of going to be pot luck if this looks good or not. Hopefully you can enjoy the journey. It's a nice peaceful trip down the river. Such a beautiful thing to do on a day like this. Just drifting along on the water. Even on a hot day, there's a coolness that comes from the water. sound of the water on the paddles is just a relaxing sound, I think. Something gentle about it. It's actually really difficult holding the tripod steady with my feet, but there's really no other way to attach it to this canoe, and this isn't as steady as my Sevalor. In that I can just pretty much stand the tripod up, because it's that Sevalor is, that dinghy is so sturdy and solid. This canoe not so much. I actually did have a couple of camping videos. I filmed one in autumn and one in the snow, but I was lazy about editing them together, so I left them on the laptop for a while, and then when I finally logged in the laptop to do the videos, the laptop wouldn't start up. The hard drive had corrupted, so I had to bin it. So unfortunately I lost all that footage, which teaches me not to be lazy with editing. It's a shame because they were nice trips actually, beautiful autumn sunsets, and then we had some really lovely snow in the winter. It was like winter wonderland. It literally looked like a Christmas card around here. Just everything with a really lovely blanket of snow, not too much, not too little. There's the perfect layer of snow you would want for a beautiful wintry scene. So hopefully we'll get it again this year. There's so much weed in the river this year, it's really slowing me down, because not only does it get caught on the oars, paddles, but it also causes more friction on the bottom of the canoe. So I'm not moving as fast with the current as I normally would do. Going back upstream is going to be a nightmare, oh my lord. Oh well, good exercise. It's kind of the payoff. You get a lovely journey downstream where you can relax, enjoy the scenery, and then you've got to work for it coming back. I think you can probably see on the camera how much this canoe leans to the side, to my left. It doesn't fill me with confidence, but it did do it before and I didn't have any trouble. I mean, it stays inflated well enough. It just feels a bit dodgy. At some point I should invest in a new one. I'd really love to get a solid one, actually. Ooh, dragonfly. Oh, I don't know if you can see it on camera, I don't want to scare it off. Ah, it flew away. Dragonfly landed right next to my arm. And god damn it, the second I stopped rowing into the weeds. Oh yeah, dragonfly landed right by my bicep. I have no idea if the camera picked it up or not. Like I say, I can't really see anything in the camera screen because of the sun glare. Last time I came down here, there was a group of nudists bunch of 20-somethings all, I don't know if they were meditating or something in the river. They just seemed to be kind of kneeling down with their eyes closed, and some of them were kind of standing around on the shore talking. So I'd love to know who they were. I couldn't see it. I had a look online for like nudist groups in the area. I couldn't find any. So I don't know who they are or how they came together, but quite an attractive bunch. I'd happily joined them. It's a shame I didn't have, well, I wouldn't have felt comfortable filming them anyway. I'm sure they don't want to appear in a YouTube video, but I wasn't actually filming that day, so I didn't get any footage of it. I guess I wouldn't have been able to get away with that on YouTube. I don't know what YouTube's like with just general nudist type nudity like that. Whether I would be able to upload it. It'd definitely be age restricted anyway. I just found someone's paddle in the water. It was caught up in reeds, so I reckon it must have got caught up, and then when they went to pull it to get it out, it slid out of the end of their double paddle. You know, I guess it was one like I've got here, where you have to slide it together and then tighten up each end, and if it's not tight enough, they can end up getting pulled out when they're caught up in the reeds. So you really have to make sure they are nice and tight. Quite handy for me because I like having a spare paddle, especially if I've got someone else with me. It can be quite handy in going back upstream, having a little bit of extra help. The camera, I just had an awkward bit. I was about to film and then there were some weeds I had to manoeuvre around in a log, and the camera went overboard. I managed to grab it just in time, but it did go under, but it doesn't seem to have damaged it, thank God. I think I got it out quick enough that there's no water damage on it, but I'm going to have to be pretty careful. Might not be able to film too much more. It's just not secure enough in here because I'm leaning to the side. All it takes is a bit of a knock and the camera is going to go overboard. Because this isn't as wide as the Sevalor dinghy either. You know, in the dinghy, if it falls over, it just falls into the dinghy. It doesn't go overboard because the dinghy's wider. So I'm going to have to call it a day with the filming in a bit as it gets trickier going down here. I actually did have a waterproof camera years ago when I went to Tunisia that I used to film when I was in the swimming pool and that. I have no idea what the hell I did with it. Can't remember if I sold it or traded it in or what. It wasn't, I don't think it had many pixels though, so it wouldn't have been great quality to take down here. This is better. Nice bit clear of reeds for a while. I can just drift. Some great spots here to camp for the night. I might do that one of these days, but I just never know whose land this is. I don't know if it backs on to the farmer's field or someone's back garden even. But I've always wanted to camp along the riverbank. Okay, some of the buttons on the camera aren't working, so it's gone into a zoom and I can't get it out of it, so I may have to stop filming at some point now. I cannot get the camera out of zoom mode now, so I think I'm going to have to dry it out properly when I get home or something. Fool around with it, just the buttons aren't working. Thanks for joining me for a leisurely paddle down the river on a beautiful summer's day. And gorgeous natural scenery. got a camping trip planned for the start of July. Well, about the second weekend of July. So that'll probably be the next chance I get to film a video. Throughout winter I tend to work a lot more because my strategy is that I work more in the winter when I've got nothing better to do, and then I can have more free time in the summer. Get out doing things like this. I really don't know what is going on with this camera. The focusing point went to the bottom of the screen, now it's gone to the top right hand corner. Can't get it out of zoom. The water's done a bit of damage.